Hey everybody, welcome back. I want to do a quick example demonstration of the introduction speech so that you can see it's nothing to really worry about or be concerned with. It's just so we can find out a little more about you. What I would like for you to tell us is your name. Tell me your first and last name. That way, in case I have two of the same first names, I'll know the difference. But tell us your first and last name, where you're from, your major or majors if you're, an overachiever. Just kidding. Tell us your short and long term goals, and then tell us something or a couple things that are interesting about you. And interesting is flexible. So, for mine, I would say my name, as you know, is Carl Brown. I'm originally from a place called Princeton, West Virginia, which you probably have never been to or heard of. It's not that great. It's very small. But I moved away from there with my parents to a place called Bristol, Virginia, and that's where I went to high school. Bristol is on the line between Virginia and Tennessee. There's a Geico commercial that's filmed on the state line, and we have a big NASCAR racetrack. So, class. Um, After I went to high school, I went to East Tennessee State University for undergrad and my master's degree, and that's in Johnson City, Tennessee. The same one from the Wagon Wheel song. I mean, the Wagon Wheel song in Johnson City is like the "Don't Stop Believin'." Born and raised in South of Detroit, in Michigan. At first, it's kind of cool and fun, and then after 15,000 times, it gets a little old. So anyway, I taught there for 4 years after I finished the second degree, and then moved to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, to go get my PhD at the University of Southern Mississippi. Um, Mississippi, I don't advise it. I mean, if you're from there, great. Sorry, I doubt you are. But it's great if you like heat and racism. Otherwise, you might steer clear. But hey, I got a full ride, so that's why I went. Um, my major, as you might figure out, was communication all the way through. Undergrad was speech communication. Master's was gender communication. PhD is strategic interpersonal communication. Um, Short-term goals would be to make it through the quarantine without going completely nuts, or more so than I already am. Long-term goal, I have a 3-year-old son, and so keeping him alive would be good. At least until he's on his own, but preferably way past when I'm gone. Something interesting about me, two things. I like to make custom shoes on Nike. If you've not been to the website, if you're a shoe person, you can go and make a lot of different shoes and design them your own way. I have, I think, 6 pair now that are ones that I made. I have this color scheme I always go with, but they always are lettered CJB, which are my initials, and then PhD on the other one. Um, and then beyond that, I make guitars. So it's like a hobby, it's a custom thing. Uh, I didn't plan on it, but I don't even know if you can see it with the background. Like, I built this one. These are my quarantine projects. So since we've been in quarantine, I've built two, and I'm going to start on a third one today. So that's it. That's what I need to hear from you. It's for a couple reasons. One, so that we can get to know each other since we're so far apart. Two, it's to get you used to talking to the camera and seeing your face on the screen, which, it's not great. You start to notice that you got bumps that you didn't see before. Um, and then also, it's to work out any bugs that we might have between us and the technology. So hope this was helpful. Post yours in the discussion forum that is labeled for it, or you can post a link to it there if you want to upload it to YouTube. Also, just as a note, in the document section, there is a link to the Speech Labs website, the page that specifically talks about how to record yourself from your iPhone or any phone really that is a smartphone, or how to do a screen recording, sort of like I'm doing now, and then posting that up. So check those out, and I look forward to watching your video soon. Have a good one.